Hello, it's Krista. This is my Facebook page. Even though the average Facebook user has, what was it, 229 friends, I'm pretty happy with my number of 304. I don't friend people just to friend them, so chances are if you're friends with me, it's because we know each other in real life, and I'm happy to be part of your world, and vice versa, hopefully. Let's take a look at my social network. This is it. Our first slide is going to be a family slide. Now, in the family slide, here's my brother Kurt. He is definitely the financial maven of the family. He's a stockbroker, so if anybody has any questions about finances, he's the go-to for that. My cousin Brandy is the connector of the family. She loves getting everybody together for events. My cousin Jason is what I refer to as the law maven. He's an officer, so any kind of concerns or questions to do with the law, that's who we go to in this family. For the next slide, we have high school friends. Now, I threw a picture of myself up here because in high school I was definitely the connector. I hung out with everybody, so I was actually charged with putting on our 10-year reunion. And down here we've got Lara, who is a photography maven. She is an expert photographer and does really good work. Now the next slide is college friends. I put undergrad here because obviously I'm going to grad school now and I've made some friends already, so I didn't want anybody that's looking at this to feel excluded. In my undergrad college friends though, we have Chris, she's a beautician maven. We have Annette, who is a salesman, and she likes to advocate for, rights and freedom and things of that nature. And then over here we have Meg, who is a sociologist maven. She's very great at talking about, relationships and how people interact and stuff and why they do what they do. And down here we have April, and she is a connector with a few friends for sure. Now the next slide is Florida friends. Now, just like Professor Hung, I've also lived all over the country. I've been doing radio, so this is my network of Florida friends. And here's Rich. He's a connector. For all of the Florida friends I still keep in contact with, actually. Sam here, she is a salesman of causes. She's a great advocate for, causes of the heart and things of that nature. Now, within this circle of friends, there's also a subgroup of my professional friends from Florida. And here we have Scott and Sherry and Gary. Gary's a connector, not to either one of these two, but just in the radio world in general. The next slide is my New England friends. I got to live out in New Hampshire and Vermont for a little while, so I met some really cool people there. And my friend Mags, she is a connector with some of my other friends, Amanda and Ben and Dave. And within my New England friends, there's also a subgroup of professional friends. Now here we have Dave, who is also a connector. He's a radio maven and a connector. And he knows everybody out there that's in the radio business. Then the next slide is my Oregon friends. Now in Oregon, my friend Jim, he's a salesman. He's a causes salesman for sure. And within my Oregon friends, there's also a subgroup of professional friends. Right here we have Don. You can see Don is a causes salesman as well. The next section of friends is my Illinois friends. Now in Illinois, Simone would have been the connector to a couple of my other, other mutual friends. And within this group, there's also a subgroup called Professional Friends. Whitney is a theater maven. And Jared, and it says salesman maven, but he's not a salesman and a maven. He's basically just a maven of being a salesman. He sells ad time for different business groups in the area for the radio stations that he works for. And then the final group that I have is the different groups and pages that I'm involved with or that I've liked, my favorite television shows, movies, books, and then a couple of causes that I enjoy being a part of. And that brings us full circle right back to my social network. Thank you.